Hey guys, in the pause on Minecraft. Well, today we'll be building something really special. It's called a you know what's a hard disk drive, right? Well, as you know, a comparator, one comparator can store redstone signals, as you know, in terms of redstone strength. If you search it up, right, this is weird. I'm not sure why I'm getting lag. I'm not supposed to be getting lag. That's better. Okay. Well, as you can see. For example, if you have such a circuit, even though it goes into the comparator, it goes out with the same strength. Hence, it has been established many times before that a comparator will keep the strength of any redstone signal without losing it. Hence, by exploiting this property, you are able to, use redstone strength, which ranges from 0 to 15, which is the max strength, to basically store data. As the 16 values, one comparator in theory could store 4 bits, as this, one comparator can store one hexadecimal value due to the fact it can store, the strength of a redstone signal. Hence, it also has been figured out by putting it in a loop-like manner. Blocks, any block is fine, stone is okay, right? You can cause this data to remain in circulation. Hence, by doing this, you could actually store, the strength of the data value. For example, this. And you'll just rotate around. Anyway, die. Just, who cares? Anyway, now I'll show you, there's already been people who have been building HDDs using this technology that displays the strength of the signal as redstone lamps that stretch out from the side. But the thing is that, mostly today this video is about is a more efficient way of putting in the thing. Cause right, each button pulse lasts for 8 ticks, and hence it's not effective because right, it will use up 8 comparators instead of 1 comparator per value. And besides that, right, data tends to go in randomized. So I managed to design a system that puts data directly in right after a signal passes through, as well as with a erase function. With all the other functions it has, like erase and stuff. So this is our input. We have our I hate this stuff over there. So actually I've rebuilt this on my phone. I'm not sure if it will work on my PC or if the simplified version of it will work, because the one on my phone is really messy due to me trying with different clock values to see which is the best clock value to shorten the signal with. So this acts like a buffer, because when you power this, the data will stay inside and won't move anywhere but inside. Technically, using the subtraction method, you have the direct signal in off, obviously. Put like a torch here, it will delete the signal because it will subtract it. And it didn't update, don't ask me, it looks like some sort of glitch. And there wouldn't be a signal inside anymore. So, this is how we're going to store our signal until a signal is passing by, in which we'll afterwards immediately release it. So, you'll always be sending it out in this clock, but this one, my game paused without any reason, and would have, something like this. Basically, it'll make sure that nothing passes through it unless this torch turns off. So, let's just finish the rest of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. My god, what's that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The problem is that with my system, you can't really store values that do not exist. Hence, you might have to shift the number up, means it can only store 15 values instead of 16. Because I haven't found a solution to that yet. But anyway, I'm just going to build this. So now you can store data. It'll go through if, for example, a signal is passing by, this will release, allowing the signal to escape. But only for the shortest amount of time, because this is pulsed. That means as soon as the signal escapes, this will immediately be cleared, because you notice even if this is turned off, right? It's not like that thing's gonna immediately disappear. So right, you have to clear this. So this is another barrier. It will basically clear the signal as soon as it gets here. So it'll extract the signal, and I'm not sure if this is gonna work though. Right, on phone the redstone mechanism works differently. Okay, it looks like it works perfectly fine. It'll go directly into one of this, causing it to immediate wow. See? Okay, it looks like it works. So as the signal gets a chance to go through, presto, entire thing cleared, signal goes through. Let me test how long this signal is actually, not sure. Well, actually what I recommend doing is building the disk first before building the launcher mechanism, but who cares. Let's try. That's an issue. What I suggest to do is actually clear the one right. Well, this thing is to allow the first signal to go through, because obviously, as I told you, it's going to only send signal through if the signal's passing through. But if there's no signals in the disk, it would be a bit of an issue. So, yeah, go straight into share. Should allow it to do it. That's weird. Oh, this is no longer subtracting. I mean, that's not even subtracting in the first place. Signal wasn't let through, what? Oh, there's no signal inside anymore. As you can see, it cleared the buffer and let a signal through. It's only wait, it's too long. It's not one long. It's too long. Oh well, who cares? It's probably around one long. So from here on, what you need to build is a system that automatically does this for you. So from here, span on to your real disk. Obviously, this is the injector, so you'll inject the signal into the disk. So, right, signal comes here, it will automatically activate this thing as well. Now, from here, right, to make the rest of this, it's kind of simple actually. You basically go in a circle, right? Well, actually, I suggest making the disk in total, the boundary of the disk, which includes this part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Right, I suggest making this a square. Besides making it a square, I suggest you make it a even sided square, because otherwise you'll waste space in the middle when it bridges back to here, because obviously you have to bridge back over here to re-inject the signal after it passes through. Which reminds me, this is not the most efficient shape to inject signals with. Let's bring this up one more. Okay, so what, like for example 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be using a small number for now. You can make this as large as you want. You can even make it multi-storied, but that depends on your preferences if you have the time to build all of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For example, 8. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll be back. Yeah, like actually I won't be back. I'll just finish this very quickly as soon as I can. Then fill in the center. Okay, so right, the signal will be injected. Now that reminds me, I have to move that. Obviously, now that the thing has moved one block, you have to put this in case the signal strength is like very weak. You wouldn't be able to travel all the way. Remember, this is the original signal strength. From there, it will be weak. So then it will basically go in a spiral inwards. You can make this as big as you want, but all you need to do is basically spiral inwards. Then from here, like for example, you then reach here. Well, I forgot to mention that obviously the first one, yeah, I left some extra space. You go figure out the spiral yourself. The spiral is not the most important part. See, as you can see, this is a very small disk. So, and poop, not pooping. Around here, when you have about this size left, you want to start trying to bridge it out. Oh my god, it's getting night time set. Okay. Okay. Once you run here, you put this. Don't worry, this will make it lose the signal. If it only travels, well, what? It's not really traveling blocks on the same block. If it only travels this far, the signal strength wouldn't be reduced. I've proved it many times. I haven't proved it many times to you, but I have tested it many times in other scenarios. And all you want to do is just bring the signal over back to where it originally started. Which in this case is over here. So then you basically down, go down a bit, then yeah, then you go back to this block. So you re-inject the signal. Now to show you how to build a reader, you just need a redstone lamp. Redstone lamp. I'll put the reader here. You'll go out, you'll go over the redstone lamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's important to put redstone over the last block as well, although this is not a redstone lamp, in order to prevent this one from spreading to shear. Because if the signal stops here, it'll go on to, well, I've seen it before on my phone, just trust my advice. You can go and test it out yourself if you want to. So now we got this. Now we're going to inject a signal. For example, over here we have, this is probably 0, 1, 2, 3. This is 3. Well, as you can see, there's no signal inside yet, so you have to inject the signal. Signal goes through, you see it reach 3. Then you'll go over, back over the bridge, back over to the what the heck? Okay, there seems to be something wrong with re-inject signal. See, it's only about 2 long. I don't know why it's not 1 long. Oh. Oops, sorry. I built this part wrong. Oh, great. I'm gonna move back a bit. Oh. Unless I'm gonna remove those. Oh. Okay, then we'll have we'll move the bridge back a bit to make space so they can actually move over. Yeah, you actually could, as you can see, I managed to elevate the signal via like a spiral elevation staircase. You can make it multi-story. The thing is, because each one stores 4 bit of data, in case 2 of them stores 4 bit of data, because you have to perfect the timing if you want it to be only on 1 comparator at a time, and that's kind of hard. I'll try and perfect the timing later, but where you go, you have to build a bridge. The bridge doesn't matter which shape you build it. I'm just building the shape because I really need to find out how the, oh great, it's gonna be a problem. It's definitely gonna be a problem. Well, you see these cornerstones, you can actually read signals from them, so it's quite useful. So then it goes here and here. This back and here. This should work. Let's try again. Inject signal. Buff cleared. See, the signal goes back through what? Full signal. Let's inject another signal. You see the signal is stuck in the buffer, but look what happens when it passes through. The signal goes in. Well, at least it looks like it's keeping the value properly. Oh my god, I hate this clock issue. Well, if you want to prevent that from happening with, oh damn, timing goes through here. As you can see, it's causing me lag spikes fact that all of it's overridden. Wait, what? Do you see flash just now that one signal still going through? Oh, great. Timing issues. Oh yeah, that reminds me. If you want to build erase circuit, that means to get rid of the signals, all you need to do is make one of them a subtractor and put a lever. I don't know. You have to obviously put a repeater before that. There. And then I'll slowly drain away the signals as the signals go through and drain. There, no more signals. That's how I build the erase function. The reason why I need this clock regulator to place signals at a regular interval behind the thing is because it will make it able to be more accurate. Usual conventional HDDs, they're not very well timed. Neither are the signals efficient. This is more efficient, although I still need to recut the signals properly. Signals are not cutting properly. Maybe make it shorter. Okay, let's see what's wrong. It's enough delay to form a clock. Goes through. Let's increase the delay of that one. Signal charge, releasing signal. Yeah, there's definitely a glitch there. Signal charge, releasing signal. This thing has to be more than one. Signal charge, releasing signal. Do signal release. Let's put in another signal. For example, we could put in this one. Oh no. Oh god, I hate how there are 3 of them. In fact, there are 3 of comparators here, creates 3 ticks already, and that's 1 tick. 4 ticks is more than enough to create a working clock. How do I fix the clock effect? I forgot how to fix the clock effect. You have to increase the time it takes to reach there. It's kind of hard to squeeze it any shorter. Well, this is not supposed to happen. That's all I can tell you. That wouldn't work because if the signal is 1, you just go out and die instantly. Oh god. This is a big problem. The problem I hate. I remember how I resolved it now. I basically sent another one here through here. Like around here. That blocked it from repeating. We also need, like, so now I shouldn't have the problem. Inject signal. Signal didn't inject. This needs to take a bit longer. Oh, no wonder. That's a very silly mistake. This is not working. What is wrong? Okay, let's increase the lag time of that. Okay, as you can see, the signal goes through perfectly fine now. Well, by the way, one thing to mention is that the spiral shape is one of the most efficient. Ah, that fixed it. I told you. Well, you have to actually adjust the timing really well if you want it to be right next to each other. On my phone, I managed to somehow adjust the timing to be just perfect so that they're right next to the values ejected right behind it. And in this case, right, and on my phone it's only 1 tick long instead of 2 ticks long. It will take some fine tuning, right? Based on a computer, obviously you have to fine tune it yourself. If you made this one, it's not efficient anymore, so. So see, the values are completely kept, like see, 16, 15, see, perfectly well working. And via this method, let's erase everything. I'll show you what I can do with this method. very nice thing I can do this, man. Oh my god, it's night again. How long have I spent making this video? Okay, first we're going to inject in 3. Then 1, 4, 1. Shit. I shouldn't be doing this so fast. Let's erase everything. The eraser was on. How did I not? Oh my god, I'm dumb as heck. Okay, so I'm just gonna hard clear the buffer. Okay, this better be off this time. Well, we have to do it in time because, well, it'll be constantly. One way to note if the signal is still in there is by this. That way, right, you can see the signal is still inside and hasn't been cleared out yet. You should only input signals after it's been cleared out. 1, 2, 3. That one's 0. 0 doesn't work as I told you. See? Now inject signals. It'll clear out. Then 1. See, signal still inside. Once it passes through, it'll clear out. Usually takes a while. That's weird. Four, 2. Looks like I was wrong. It looks like 1 actually works. Oh damn, that's a problem. The signal doesn't pass over through here. It doesn't clear the buffer although it really goes in. And because it was the same signal type, man, rejects it. Well, as you can see, I'm not a very good designer. But there's a very simple solution to this. See? Fixed. Oh no, it's clock there now. Ah, fully cleared. Yeah, let's erase everything. Okay, let's do this properly this time. So it looks like that works then. So instead this is 3. Eject signal. 3. 1. Not enough strength. I'll do that instead. There. Now it fixes the offset issue. Okay. If you can, you could skip most of that part. Well, you can make the disk any larger. You can make it any big size as you want. Well, okay, 3. Then force eject. 1. You can also put signs because signs are very. One day injecting properly. Okay, obviously the button press time is longer than expected. Let's try ejecting again. This isn't gonna work. Oh, no wonder. Because of the rearrangement of it, torch doesn't switch off. Switch on now. I'm so stupid. That fixes everything. Now the signal definitely can pass through, and we do not need all this mumbo jumbo that I'm not even sure why I didn't put a wire over this first place. 1. 3. See, look. 3, 1. Well, I'll obviously put a working version of this in the links below. Now let me just program in the rest of the value of pi and clean this up so they'll look nice and pristine when I give it to you. 3, 1, 4. C314. Oh no. Oh great. I forgot to mention the fact that because the original signal is there, it'll write it, because it's writing at the exact same time, it'll rewrite the 1, which is a problem. We have to delay it a bit so they'll read the signal 1 somehow. Who cares? Let's see what happens anyway. 3, 1, 4, 1. It didn't inject. Oh great, timing is messed up. Make this 3 should fix the issue definitely. Now it definitely ensure the signal will be erased this time. But that's all. New repeaters here. Goodness sake, this isn't gonna work. Let's see if I have broken the eject function by doing this. I definitely do not know what I'm doing. I have broken the eject function. We now work 1, 2. E over it. What's this? The large value seems to override better. What? Why are the large values more likely to make it through? This isn't supposed to be happening. This isn't supposed to be happening. Oh no. They're fixed. Delete. It's causing me a lot of lag from blinking lights. Okay, this should fix the issue. Checked. Smaller values tend to not get in. This is really weird. Smaller values tend to not get in. This isn't supposed to be happening. Why? They clash at the same time, entering the same spot. Stuff like this one doesn't stand a chance compared to the other one for some weird reason. Told you, they seem to enter at the same time due to the first one triggering the mechanism. Why I think I need a longer hold time for this one. So that I can detect the second one. It should be a pulse type. Not just that. I need to do is to hold the length. Make it longer. Clock issue again. I hate this how hard it is to make pulse extender. Unless you have one-way gates. This should be the right method. Yeah, finish building the power extender. Now it should be a less smaller signal through. No issue. Let's see, what does it do? Nothing. It did nothing. Still treated as one signal. Spice we need to concentrate on needs to look. Thing does not flash, just the thing. Flashes. One calls instantly, the other calls almost instantly. Some time to follow up. Just in time to follow up is not fast enough. That's more like it. So now we can reduce it to this. No, it still doesn't work. Why won't the signal go through? Please go through signal. I can't fix this. Why is this so hard? Oh my god, I gave up. Yeah, this is a proof of theory. I don't care anymore. Oh, that's all for the day. Bye.